The physiological variable of our body are two types. One is electrical in nature and other one is non-electrical in nature. That means the signal generated from our body, some signals are electrical in nature, some signals are not electrical in nature. The electrical in nature signals are picked up by electrodes, and non-electrical quantity that can be picked up by transducers. So today we are going to discuss biopotential electrodes. There are three types of electrodes. These electrodes are used to pick up the electrical signal from the body. There are three types of electrode. One is surface electrode, other one is microelectrode, and third one is depth and needle electrode. The surface electrode that is placed over the skin, that is used to pick up the electrical activity of heart, electrical activity of brain, electrical activity of muscles. Microelectrode, it is used to pick up the potential within the cell or nearby cell. That's called microelectrode. The microelectrodes are used to pick up the signal within the cell as well as nearer to the cell. Last one is depth and needle electrode. It is used to pick up the signal from the localized area of brain or some localized area of muscles. So that is called depth and needle electrode. First we will discuss surface electrode. So before discussing with the surface, go in detail with surface electrode, you must familiar with some of the terms in surface electrode. One is electrode paste. The surface electrode is placed over the skin. Suppose if you place just over the skin means what will happen? It will move here and there. So that means, that will produce artifact. Artifact means when the electrodes moves, that will create unwanted signal. That is called artifact. If you use electrode paste before placing the electrode over the skin, so the electrode will not move, so we can overcome that artifact. Second thing is the dry skin, it's a non-conductive. So what we have to do means, you have to rub the skin, over that this electrode paste will be placed, over that you have to place the surface electrode, so that we can get better contact, because dry skin is a non-conduct. So it is a non-conductor of electrical charges, which one? Dry skin. So if you place a electrode paste over the skin, so that the skin may be a conductive one. Second one is electrode material. So surface electrode, under that electrode paste, under that electrolyte. What is electrolyte means? The body fluid present below the skin, that's called electrolyte. The electrode, you are placing electrode paste, then body, the skin, that means body skin. So under that body fluids are there. So this interface, electrode paste, electrolyte. This interface will act as a battery-like action. So the ions that's present in the body fluids, that will accumulate nearer to the electrode. There is no transfer of ion from skin to electrode. So that will accumulate, that's all. There is no transfer of ions from the body to the electrode. So that is called polarization. So when there is a polarization, there is no transfer of ions from body to the electrode. So the electrode material that is used to produce electrodes, that may be compactable to body fluids. So the electrode material that is used to prepare electrode, that must be compactable to body fluids. So when it is compactable to body fluids means, so there is a transfer of ions from the body to the electrode, so we can pick up the signal, we can process the signal. Normally it is made up of silver or silver chloride. So that type of material, or tungsten, some other material that is compactable to body fluids, that are used to prepare electrode material. Half cell potential, the potential between electrolyte interface, that is called half cell potential, the potential between electrode and electrolyte. That's called half cell potential. So here, perfectly polarized electrode. There is no transfer of ions through metal electrode and electrolyte interface. There is no net transfer of ions from electrolyte interface. That is called perfectly polarized electrode. Right? In perfectly polarized electrode means no transfer of ion from skin or body to the metal or electrode. That's called perfectly polarized electrode. But perfectly non-polarizable electrode. So here there is no hindrance for ion transfer or electrical potential transfer from electrolyte to metal. So electrolyte interface. So there is no hindrance for transfer. That means what? So the maximum transfer of ions through this electrolyte interface, that's called perfectly non-polarizable electrode. Then we will discuss what are the various types of surface electrode. So first one is metal plate electrode. The metal plate electrode of two types. One is rectangular, the size is 3.5 into 5 centimeter. Another one is circular, it is 4.75 centimeter dia. The two types of metal electrode. So this portion, it is called contact surface. So this portion will contact with the body skin. Then, so here we can get the lead wire terminal. That means the electrical potential will be taken from this terminal. So here, this will be made up of German silver, nickel silver, or nickel coated silver. So this metal plate electrodes are made up of German silver, nickel coated silver. Second one is suction hub electrode. So this is a diagram of suction hub electrode. So this suction hub electrodes are placed where the surface is flat surface. When it is a curved structure or curved shape, this suction hub electrodes will not be used. The flat surface where the underlying tissues are very soft. So this one is the contact surface that will contact with the body. So here we are taking the potential through this lead terminal, and this is a crucible rubber bulb. You have to squeeze the rubber bulb and place over the skin. So this is what suction hub electrode. Next one is adhesive tape electrode. So here lightweight metal screen that is packed in a pad. So here in the case of suction hub electrode or metal plate electrode, so we are placing the electrode with the electrode paste. So of the skin, over that electrode paste will be placed. Over that we are placing the electrode for better contact. Sometimes, so the electrode paste placed over the skin, that will squeeze out. There is a possibility in metal plate electrode and suction hub electrode. So that the adhesive tape electrode, the metal screen, that will be packed in a pad. So where we can place that electrode paste. So that's what this adhesive tape electrode. So next one is multi-point electrode. Here 1000 fine active contact points are there in the electrode. This is mainly used for ECG measurement. So in the electrode, 1000 fine contact point that will contact over the skin to pick up the signal. Next, 14-point electrode. So this electrode, the metal, there is no contact with the skin. The metal will not contact with the skin. So here electrolyte gel. Here only the metal disc. This is only skin. There is no contact. So skin, electrolyte, next metal rod or metal disc. There is no, the metal will not directly contact with the skin. So that the artifact that we can eliminate in the case of floating point electrode. So next one is electrical equivalent circuit of surface electrode. Right, we are connecting the surface electrode over the skin, electrode, then electrode phase, then body. Under that body fluids. So if you convert that into an electrical circuit, this interface, electrode phase, electrolyte. Electrolyte means body fluid. When you convert this interface into an electrical equivalent, this is what is the electrical equivalent of the electrode and the body, here the body fluids. So EHC, that's called half cell potential. What is half cell potential? The electrode electrolyte potential. The potential between electrode and electrolyte, that's called half cell potential. And RS is nothing but series electrolyte and skin resistance. And capacitor and RD are in parallel. RD is leakage resistance and CD is electrode capacitance. So this one is the electrical equivalent of electrode, surface electrode, then electrode paste and body fluid. So that can be converted into a electrical equivalent network. So this is what the electrical equivalent network. Second one is microelectrode. This microelectrode is used to pick up the signal within the cell or nearby cell. Normally the size of the cell is 50 micron. So the tip of the electrode is 1 to 5 micron diameter. Why it is 1 to 5 micron diameter means when you insert the electrode into the cell, it will not damage the cell. So the tip must be designed in such a way that it is 1 to 5 micron. Normally the cell is 50 micron. There are two types of microelectrode. One is metal microelectrode. Second one is glass microelectrode, or it is called micropipette. So this metal microelectrode, so this is the diagram of metal microelectrode. Centrally there is a metal wire. It is electrolytically edging tip of fine tungsten or stainless steel. So that metal wire is electrolytically edging tip of fine tungsten or stainless steel. It is insulated by an insulator and the tip must be 1 to 5 micron to insert into the cell, and it will not damage the cell, and it is connected to the point A. So that's a electron difference in potential you have to measure. So it will give a one potential, and another one is a reference electrode that is placed outside the cell. So that will act as another terminal. So we will get difference in potential. So here the tip must be fluoriding. What is the purpose of fluoriding means the impedance of the tip must be very high. If it is very high means the transfer of potential from the cell to electrode, that will be less. So you have to reduce the impedance. To reduce the impedance, the tip of the metal electrode must be fluoriding to reduce the impedance of the electrode. So this is what about metal microelectrode. Second one is glass microelectrode, or it is called micropipette. So here it's a glass, it is made up of glass. So here it consists of a fine metal wire made up of tungsten or stainless steel and chloride silver. So this is free end and another end is supported to a rigid support. And this is called stem of the micropipette. Inside that is filled with the electrolyte. So the electrolyte that is made up of potassium chloride, which is compatible to body fluids. So inside the stem it is electrolyte. So the electrolyte is KCl solution. The KCl solution which is compatible to body fluid. The tip of this micropipette or glass microelectrode is 1 micron diameter. So it is very less means the cell size is 50 micron. So 1 micron means easily we can insert into the cell, so that will not damage the cell. So this is what cell and this is skin. So this is what metal wire. So that is made up of free metal wire that is made up of tungsten or stainless steel, chloride silver. So one end is supported to the rigid support. So that will act as a terminal A. And terminal B, that is called reference electrode, it is placed outside the cell. The free end will be resting on the cell. The free end of the electrode that will rest on the cell to pick up the signal. So this is about micropipette or glass microelectrode. Next one is depth and needle electrode. This depth and needle electrode is used to pick up the signal from superficial of layer, superficial of brain or some localized area of muscles. So that's the purpose of this depth and needle electrode. First one is depth electrode. It is used to pick up the signal from the superficial layer of brain. It consists of a bundle of Teflon insulated platinum 90% iridium 10%. So the end of the bundle must be joined together to form a fine tip so that we can insert into the brain. So this bundle will be supported to a centrally supporting alloy wire. It will be supported. This is a bundle of wires that will be supported to a centrally supporting alloy wire. Then the free end must be inserted into the brain. So the centrally supporting wire is made up of stainless steel wire. The bundle of Teflon, insulated, platinum 90%, iridium 10%. It will be, so one end will be fused to form a fine tip to insert into the brain. Another end will be supported to a stainless steel wire. So here each wire of this bundle will act as the electrode that is used to pick up the signal from the superficial layer of brain. Next one is a needle electrode. It is used to pick up the signal from superficial or localized area of nerve. Normally it is used to pick up the peripheral nerve action. So what is peripheral nerve? Nerve other than the central nerve system. That means nerve other than brain and spinal cord. All the brain are called peripheral nerve, or all the nerves are called peripheral nerves. It is used to pick up the signal from peripheral nerves or the action of peripheral nerve action. So here it consists of a medicine drop needle. So similar to ordinary needle, there is a needle. So here it consists of a solid metal wire that is bent at one end. The bended wire is inserted into the lumens of the needle. So this is called lumens of the needle. So the bended wire is inserted into the lumens of the needle. That will be inserted into the body muscles, and when the needle is taken out, the wire will be rested on the particular portion of the nerve. So that's how to connect this needle electrode into the localized area of muscles. So it consists of a needle, the metal wire, one end is end, one end is bent. The bent end is inserted into the lumens of the needle, which is advanced into the muscles. Once if you remove the needle, means the metal wire will be rested on the particular portion of the body. So here this is what the central electrode. So this is what will be inserted into the muscles, and the needle will be taken back. So this is what the needle electrodes, which is used to measure the bioelectric potential of localized area of muscles.